Good morning to you all, and welcome to another episode of Motivated to the Max. This is your boy Daryl Tiz, Daryl to Motivate. And happy Friday, happy Friday to you guys. We made it here to Friday. Friday is here. Some people call this Fire Friday, but you know what? I'm going to call my Friday Flame On Friday. That's right. Flame On Friday is here from where, hey, it's Friday. Flame on. Do you. Come in here and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And be happy about it. Don't be like, oh, it's Friday. No, be happy. It's Friday. You made it. Great morning. You made it. It's Friday. I'm lit. I'm trying to tell you guys right now, I'm lit. Podcast world, thank you guys for joining in here on the podcast world. If you're listening in on the podcast, please share. It's on different platforms. It's on so many different platforms. I can't even go through all the platforms that it's on right now. But let me go ahead and give a few of them that's on right now. It's going to be on Spotify. We on Google Plus. We on Amazon Music. We on Apple Podcasts. That's just to name some of the few. iHeartRadio. Okay, I added in another one. But yes, welcome. Before we get started, I got to give my rules first before we get started. Rule number one, we come in here hot, honest, open, and transparent. Rule number two, we come in here lit. And how the way I use lit is living in thankfulness. All right? Living in thankfulness. And then number three, be yourself. So many people will try to okay, let's go ahead and keep it real. So many people will try to fake off to say that they're this right here, but then they're just trying to impress one another and everything like that. Look, check this out. If people cannot love you for who you are, you don't need to be hanging out with them people. They don't love you for who you are. I mean, shoot, we all make mistakes. We all have times whenever we done fluffed up on things and everything like that. If they cannot like you or love you for who you are, you might want to go ahead and just let that person be in the back seat right there, and then you got to keep on moving forward and everything. So, see, look, I'm already getting started already. You know what I'm saying? It's Flame On Friday. I'm lit. I'm ready to go. So before I get started, we got to do the 10-second count off for where we had to do a detox. When I say do a detox, for where any negative vibes, anything that's trying to hold you from doing the thing for what God is having you do, this is where we do a detox, and then where we cast this thing out from where we can have ourselves filled with positive vibe from where, you had the positive vibe coming in from where you can be able to do the things with what God has called for you to do. Here go your 10-second count off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we just cast that thing on out. Baseball season over, so I gotta do something. Probably have a bow and arrow or something, shoot it out there in the sea of forgiveness. I gotta do something. Man, the baseball season's over. Congratulations, Atlanta Braves. But with that being said, welcome. I bet some people right now said, this dude is really on fire today. You know what? I am, because one, God woke me up this morning, and he did not have to wake me up this morning, but God woke me up this morning. I am feeling great. I have a lot of energy on today. I bet some people man, he need to burn off all this energy and calm down and everything. You know what? The more energy I'm burning, the more that God's going to give me for me to be able to go and go and be myself and go and have a great day on today. And some people probably like, Daryl, what was that song you was playing? Look, check this out. I was having fun. I was listening to some music earlier. I was still listening to some of my, my gospel and everything. I still got to hit up some of my rap and everything like that. But I was listening to, the song was called Shell Shock. And that song was from the motion picture Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was listening to that. And so, I said, well, you know what? That's my fire energy for the day. That's the stuff for me, to keep, to get me hype and everything like that. Because today is Flame On Friday, but this is the day for you to be the shocker of the day. You got to be the shocker of the day. And some people are like, Daryl, What are you talking about? Be the shocker of the day. Yo, shock out some of these people. Let me tell you, I have been time and places from where people have said that I can't do this, I can't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And some of them are good, and then some of them was like, you're just trying to slow me down. I'm keeping it honest, keep it honest up in here. And it had to be to the point from where I had to be the, how you used to say, you're playing like football or basketball or anything, man, you have to be like the game changer. You got to be like the MVP. Man, I'm going to be the shocker today. Because some people would not expect you to be the shocker of anything on what's going on. That they will look at you and be like, you know what? He's never going to do that. Well, they're never going to do this right here. They're always thinking that you're not going to do, but then all of a sudden you shot them, and then you be like, yeah, but since you think I ain't going to do this right here, let me go ahead and give you that. Let me go ahead and shock you for today and shock you for this moment and everything. Let me show you on what I can do. Yeah, I know. There's so many people like, Daryl, what is you doing? What is you talking about? Sometimes I have to be the one. I have to be the one that you're going to shock the nation on a good note, not a bad note. No. Do this on a good note. Do this from the note from where people will look at it and be like, you know what? I was not expecting that. I was not expecting for you to do something like that. I know this sounds so funny how the way I said it, but some people will never expect you to be able to do some of the things I like what you're doing. And look, and big shout out for the Princess of Poetry, Elder Janelle Strickland. Look, we had did an interview that's coming out tomorrow. On tomorrow morning, it's at 9:30 on the Bachelor News radio station. We had to do part 2 for our interview of what we had on last week Saturday. So you missed last week Saturday, try to catch this Saturday right here. Auntie, if you listening, can you put in that information on how they can catch the spoken word with the Princess of Poetry, Elder Janelle Strickland, on the Bachelor News on radio, so they can catch that at between 9:30 and 10 o'clock on tomorrow morning. Look, I gotta give that shout out because we did it. We was doing the interview and everything, and I was already telling you, look. And some people that know me right now, like, you really know me. I was sitting right here laughing and feeling, I was nervous, laughing and giggling and everything, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be on the radio. I was in that type of mode. But then the same token, it was like, you know what? I got to go ahead and I'm going to do my best. I got to go up here from where I had so many people who would say, you're inspirational for you being, a WNPT and everything like that. Look, I had to get to a point from where, I had to believe in what I'm talking. I can be an inspirational person all day, but then if I can't believe on what I'm talking about, then I don't need to be doing this. And so that's why I'm saying, I had to come in with the shock today. Hey, I was watching a cartoon. Some people may be like, man, I'm showing my age. I was watching an old cartoon on yesterday called Static Shock. And he always says he put a shock to your system. I have to be that type of person. Look, I got to put a shock to my system. When I have to make changes in my system, I got to put a shock to my system. So pretty much you're living life, you're doing what you normally do. But then also some things change up in life. So all of a sudden you're like, so what you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and let the bad stuff happen? You say, you know what? I don't have the energy to do it. I'm not going to do this thing anymore. I'm just going to end up and I'm just going to stop and everything like that. No! Put a shot to your system. Change it up. Change it up from where people would not be expecting you to do a change up. Trust me. Oh, look, there it is right there. The spoken word show hosted by her, the Princess of Poetry. And she had an interview with me, Daryl Tisdale. It is tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Tune in at thebachelornews.airtime.pro. So if you guys check that out, go in. Go in there, follow the show. I'm telling you, the show is awesome. Blessings to you as well, Miss Maureen. So it's at a point right now from where things are like, things are happening like this right here for me, doing this on podcasts, on Facebook Live, and then look, I get to be on the radio and everything like that. It's so, and then done being part of a collaboration, in the book for Build It Again. It's a lot of things that has been changing up on me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like with some of my family members, they was like, I didn't know you were doing this. I didn't know you were doing that. I didn't know you were doing this. Some are actually shocked that I'm doing the things on what I'm doing right now. They're shocked that I'm doing it right now. And it was like, and some was like, well, how in the way you get the nerves and you get the encouragement and and that focusness for you to be able to do what you do, talk about what you're talking about right now, and do everything on what's going on. Look, let me tell you. And so I was talking to some of my family members. Some of my family, like, some of this is on saying that they say, yo, do you, whatever make you happy, then hell, whatever make you happy, then it makes you happy. But then some are like, well, why are you doing this? Why you do this right here? Well, and then, and me and my wife, we do a show called Kicking It with Team Tisdale. And so, and then my family, and some of my family and friends are following that show as well with me and my wife, Latasha, and everything. And, I had someone that said, well, I've been watching the show and everything like that. But then some people like, well, why are you doing this show? And like one of the main reasons why we were doing like Kicking It with Team Tisdale, I said, yo, people have been sitting down talking with us all this time, getting to know us. We get to know them and everything like that. But let's go ahead and keep this thing real and everything like that. From where we can sit right here. Look, we all got issues and problems and stuff and what's going on. Let's go ahead and kick them issues out of us so we can do the things of what God had called for us to do. And I know some people gonna be like, oh man, that's easier said than done. You know what? It can be tough, but you're the one that's making it tough. Find ways to make things easy for you whenever that you're willing to kick some of the stuff, whenever you're willing to kick the stuff out of you that's gonna help you move forward. From where I had to learn a lot of stuff, and God really had to deal with me on some things and everything like that. From where, look, I had to deal with like being procrastination. I had to get to the point, man, I had to kick out fear. I had to kick out doubt. It was a lot of things that I had to kick out. And so now, being able to kick out, being able to push and everything like that, now I'm like, okay, you know what? Since I done got to the point now from where I can, I'm at the point now, so, okay, we're keeping it hot, keep it honest. Well, I can just say, bump with everybody, bump on the negative things of what people done said about me and everything. Let me focus on the positive so I can keep on going. And so, and I'm glad that she's on here today. The Princess of Poetry, Elder Janelle Strickland and everything. She is like the purpose pusher. She pushes me and my wife every day. When I say every day, every day. I may not talk to her every day, but I know she's praying in the background saying, Lord, let them get to the potential that you need for them to get to. Lord, let them to keep on pushing for your purpose and everything. And I know that, look, and she's back there in that background praying, and then she tell you straight up in your face as well, look, I need for you to keep on going. I need for you to keep on pushing and everything like that. So that's why I thank God. And, I have no problem saying this publicly on here on podcasts or Facebook Live. I thank God for my producer / my manager. I thank God for her. I thank God for my leaders and stuff at Maximizing Life Family Worship Center, Pastor Omar, Pastor Brandy Rojas. I thank God for them because, those are the pushers. And so when I say you got to be able to shock some of these people, that's why I play that song Shell Shock, because some people are not expecting you to go out on faith and to jump on that limb. Because, some people just expect you just to sit there and just to take it all in. And so, now, it's like, you know what? Cool. Some people's like, oh, and you know what? It will make it so funny. What's going on, Pooh Bear? Look, me and Samara had this conversation before. From where we have an idea, and Samara, I hope you don't mind. Look, I hope you don't mind me and you always talk. We have an idea, and we come in. And we're talking on the phone. Me and her,